evening to you folks. Hope you're ready for some NBA action here on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
They set the pick. To the left wing. Pass to Herrera. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Here's Hayes.
Away team foul. Number 2. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Baberovic. Clock at 6. The three ball. It's Hayes with the rebound. And we're about a minute into the first. He shoots. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. Here's Baldwin. Here's Baberovic. Takes the three. Nails it from 3.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Baberovic has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
To the middle. Oh, it's stolen. Pass to Hayes. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Knocks it down from distance.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Fires from deep. Gets the 3 to fall.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Hayes. Here's Marjanovic. He's defended by Hayes. 5 to shoot. Hayes, the pass to Baldwin. To the wing on the left. Here's Baberovic. The 3 is up. They get it again. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Hits both from the stripe.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Three-pointer. He buries it from 3. 5 points in the game.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Screen by Marjanovic. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fires it. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Now here's Hayes. Defense right on him. He shoots it, and he hits the jumper. Hayes has got 7.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
And there's the drive. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Here's the 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter here. And that one is hammered home. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Back to Birch. And Birch slams it in.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
No good. 3 for 4 in the game now.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Guduric. For 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. To the paint. Here's Melly. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Up 6. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
Pass to Guduric. There's a screen from behind the arc. Connects from downtown. 6 points for him.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's a screen by Birch. Pass to Melly. Out to the right wing. Here's Guduric. Sends it home from three-point land.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from this. Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
There's a screen. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Puts up a 3. Counted from distance.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
From deep. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter. Third of the game so far.
Take it away. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Here's Hamas. Throws it up high.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's the break. Misses the 3. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. The 3 is up. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. Right now, a close game in Atlanta. Unloads. And a miss there on the triple. In transition. Here's Guduric. No good on the 3. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of this game. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Birch. Pass to Guduric. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Top of the key. The shot off that time.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Melly. Over to the left wing. And there's the screen. 4-3. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Pass to Hamas. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
34 seconds left in the first half. There's a screen by Birch. 6 to shoot. Pass to Guduric. To win the cold spell. The shot, no good.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Melly. They grab their own miss.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Taking a look at the visitors, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place.
And next up, guys, our current matchup. We're seeing a close game here for the home team.
I love the depth of this team, man.
Appreciate you joining.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. We've got Boban Marjanovic, and it's Baberovic in at the 2. Oh, wasted no time on that one. 11 points in the game.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
With the crossover, and he can't jam it through. Fast break, here we go. The 3 on target from range. Baberovic has got 6 points.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
To the left side wing. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Baldwin's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
In transition, here they come.
Away team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Screen by Marjanovic. Baberovic. No good from outside. Baberovic has gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Here's Ward. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 5. Screen by Marjanovic. Inside. Stolen. Pass to Herrera. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Herrera's gotten his first bucket of the night.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Now Hayes. He has 7. Here's Baberovic. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the home team. No movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they're a legitimate threat, playing some great ball. Maybe not the favorites to win it all, but don't count them out.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Hey, shot's good.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Oh, there's the alley. Intercepted. And they're on the break. Here's Ward. And the three-pointer goes. Ward's got 6 points in the quarter.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Baldwin. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Baberovic. Off target from three-point range.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Down low. It's stolen. Knocked away. Hayes for three. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Marjanovic got 4 rebounds now. Screen by Marjanovic. Pass to Hayes. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Marjanovic. Wing shot on the way. It's rebounded by Herrera. Here's Ward. 10 points for him. Here's Herrera. That three's off the mark. Pass to Baberovic. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Baldwin. Give him 8 points now. He nails it, and we're tied. Baldwin's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
Here's Hayes. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
A huge three allows them to snatch the lead.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Leading by just 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. There's the triple. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Here's Birch. Pass to Melly. Here's Guduric. Three-pointer. No good. And they're running. Three-pointer in transition. He's got 19.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
The offensive rebound.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Pass to Herrera. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Here's Hayes. And it falls all over the rim and in.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Let's go with a three. Pass to Birch. Here's Guduric. There's a screen by Birch. And he lobs it up. Here's the break.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Drops in the three.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
Pass to Ward.
Away team foul. Number 2. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. To the inside. Here's Melly. Clock at 6. Pass to Guduric. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
This one for 3. Melly with a rebound. Inside. Here's Birch. Deflected. Here we go. Right wing. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. They get it back. Hits the three-pointer.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Beyond the arc. It's intercepted. Here's Hamas. 32 seconds left in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Guduric with the rebound. And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night. A terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
He rifled that one in from distance. There's 10 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down.
Live on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Baldwin. Off target with his three. Shot from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Hayes. It's up a three. That shot off. And here is Bellinelli. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
A steal. And they're moving it up. Here's Hayes. Oh, that's blocked. Now, here's Bellinelli. He's tightly guarded. And that one, no good to start him off for the night. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front and center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
Thank you, David. Takes the three. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Hayes the pass to Baldwin. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Hackett. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Hayes. They set the pick. And here is Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Baldwin's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Out to the right wing. Here's Biberovic. Bellinelli is covering. Pass to Baldwin. Lock at 6. Fires the three. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. To the right side. Back to Bellinelli. Three-pointer. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Pass to Biberovic. Fires from way outside. Rebound by Shingelia.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Inside. Here's Hackett. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
A three-pointer, no good. One-on-one here from outside the arc. That's It's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Biberovic. Hands it from downtown.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
From the top of the key, and the jumper is good. 5 points in the game. .35 seconds left to play in the first. Drills the three-pointer. They set the screen. Really left alone that time.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Hackett. It's good. This game is all even.
3 points.
He got it up. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Pass to Courtney. Bangs home the trifecta. Courtney's got 6.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Gutterich, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Three-pointer. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Courtney. He's got 6. To the left wing. Pass to Morgan. There's the pick. Takes a 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Here's Colson. Nothing on the board. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Courtney, that's good.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Melly. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Melly's got his first points of the game. A tight game here in Atlanta. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Gutterich. Beyond the arc. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Morgan the pass to Courtney. There's the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Courtney's got 11 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Morgan. Off target from outside. Morgan's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. To the left side wing. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Colson. Shot clock at 5. A 3-ball. Kaycock pulls it in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Morgan. From outside, off the mark. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. And that one's good, Colson. Colson's got 6.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's Courtney. Connects from 3-point range.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Pass to Melly. Here's Gutteridge. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Melly. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Morgan. They set the pick. Pass to Courtney. Fires from deep. No good that time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've got Baldwin. He's out there with Marjanovic. And it's Biberovic in at the 2. He's with it. Pass to Biberovic. There's a screen by Marjanovic. From deep. No good on that one. They've got Marjanovic. He's out there with Baldwin. And it's Biberovic in at the 2. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
They set the pick. There's the drive, and he jams it with authority.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. We've got Hayes. Aldrin out there with Marjanovic. And it's Biberovic in at the shooting guard. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Pass to Baldwin. It's stolen by Bellinelli. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Trains the 3-pointer.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Baldwin looking for the opening. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. The shot comes out.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Hackett. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Bellinelli's got 8 points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Here's Biberovic. Bellinelli is covering to end the run. A shot by Biberovic, no good. Pass to Bellinelli to the wing right side. From deep. Drills it from outside. 11 points in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yep, that one goes. .105 left in the third quarter. The 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 8. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Five to shoot. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Here's Hackett. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Biberovic. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 16. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Kaycock. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. It's picked off. Has to coordinate. From downtown. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession on Sunday, then on Wednesday. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Colson. Well, Brent, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
The putback. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Shoots a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Stolen away. pass to Kaycock. From outside, off the mark. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Shonla dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Here's Morgan. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Hands it from downtown.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Courtney, that's good.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Colson. For three. The shot that time, not on target. Here's Courtney. Morgan the pass to Kaycock. For the three. Good on the triple.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Here's Morgan. From the arc. The shot will not fall. 1:41 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Gutterich. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
Pass to Morgan. From deep three-point land. Doesn't go for him. 55 seconds left in the game. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Here's Kaycock. The offensive rebound to the right side. Launches it. No good on that one. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires from way outside. That shot, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
From deep three-point territory. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Ali LaForce courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Drills it from deep.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Three-pointer off the mark. There's the triple. Gets the three ball to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
First team foul.
To the paint. Here's Bellinelli. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pass to Ward. Hayes for three. It's hauled in by Bellinelli. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Count that one.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
And let's send it over to Ali LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. He's focused on what they need to do to stop James Harden, saying they need to be aggressive defensively without putting him on the line. Once he starts racking up the freebies, the game slows down, he gets into a rhythm, and from there, it's a domino effect.
And Ali, thanks. The three is up, and the three-pointer goes.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Pass to Herrera. Here's Ward. Plenty of space. Let's go with a three. Drains the triple. Ward's got 5 points.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
To the middle. Lays it up and banks it in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
No good on the triple. Pass to Bellinelli. Takes the three. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And there's a pick. Here's Herrera. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Hayes with a screen. And Herrera gets it to go. He's got 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Softly drops in the floater.
Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
Bellinelli's gone 4-4 from the field. Perfect so far. There's the drive.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. 1:03 left to play in the first. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Number 53, taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Herrera. 5 points in the game. Driving inside. Oh, yes!
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Over to the wing. Just 4 to shoot. There's a screen. Here's Bellinelli. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. We've got 22 seconds left in the opening quarter.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
The 3. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3. Bellinelli's got 12.
Oh, neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, neither is playing a ton of defense either.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Up by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
He buries it from 3.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Pass to Kaycock. Here's Morgan. Launches it. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Buries it from 3. He has 6.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Baseline try. That shot missing.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
3 on 3. They get the rebound. Poke loose. And he throws it down with one hand.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Shot clock at 6. Fires in the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn. From behind the arc. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The 3s keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First one falls for him.
Tucker, 2 shots.
So he gets them both. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Team foul. Owatara. First personal foul, second team foul.
Oh, he picked him clean. Lets a three fly. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 6.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Puts up a 3. Doesn't go that time. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Fires the 3, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
A minute 53 left in the half. Three-pointer. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. Here's the pick. From the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
A minute 20 left to play in the second quarter. Offensive board. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Out to the right wing. Here's Hamas. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Hamas has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Morgan. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. From deep. It's hauled in by Kaycock.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
There's the 3. It's hauled in by Hamas. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Checked by Tucker. Tries the spin move. To the wing, right side. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And we've reached halftime in this one. They lead by 13. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
They have to be feeling pretty confident. Good teams win the games they're supposed to. We'll find out how good they are.
You can beat a team and still not be a good team. I want to see.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the home team.
And you look at the numbers.
Thanks for tuning in.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Ward. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Ward's got 9 points. Ward's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. The 3 ball. Hits the trifecta.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's the break. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Hayes misses. And a minute played as the second half gets going. It's rebounded by Herrera. Inside, here's Ward, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Hayes with a screen. Pass to Herrera. Fires the three. Knocks down the long J.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Misses in close. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Three-pointer. That one is off.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
They get the rebound. For three. Gets the three to fall.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And rejected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Knocks down the triple.
He's taking what he can get here as a three in each half.
And there's a pick. Off target from outside. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Really left him alone that time. 12 points for him.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Takes a three. And Ward pulls it down. A minute 31 left in the third quarter. And finished off by Hayes.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Hits the three-pointer.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
The three. Zizic with the rebound.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
To the middle, to the right side. He drops it from range.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives his offense more room to operate.
Fires from deep. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
And no good. The dry spell continues. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Shots blocked. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Sinks the tray.
And that was a timely basket to stop their momentum.
He takes it in, and he jams it home with authority.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
but it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it's...
After the review, the ruling on the floor...
They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. They're up by 8. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Here's the 3. And Tucker pulls it down.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Morgan counted from distance.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Morgan's got 2 of 5 from deep to fall. They swipe it. It's picked off. To the left wing. Nails it from 3. 20 points for him.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And there's the screen. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And here's the fast break. Lets it go from deep. He's off on that one. And here's the fast break. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Driving to the basket, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
It's stolen away. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. From downtown, count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Here's Tucker. Out left to the wing. To the left wing. Second chance effort. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
4-3. He can't get it to go. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And it's Morgan missing. Morgan's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go. Pass to Hamas. To the left side wing. Sinks it from distance.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Hamas.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Fader on the way. No good. 8 for 11 from the floor now. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from downtown. From deep. That shot off. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth. Clock at 6. And so they get the victory here at home. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on...
Coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Marjanovic, Aldrin out there with Hayes, and it's Biberovic in a two-guard. Look at that! And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Out to the wing. Latrey knocks down the three ball.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Hayes. The three. He can't get it to go. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Baldwin. Shoots the three. Rebounded by Ward. And here's the fast break. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Here's Biberovic. A three-pointer is right on target. Biberovic has got 6.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Launches a three. It's good from long range. He's got 9.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Lets it go with the three. Drops in the tray.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
Baldwin kicks to Hayes. Fires for 3. Antero with the rebound. Buries the long-range jumper.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Baldwin. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Out left of the wing. Here's the 3. To the wing on the left. Pass to Biberovic. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks the triple.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Biberovic has gotten all of his three-point attempts here. A perfect 4 for 4. Off target from three-point range.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Pass to Baldwin. The 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Marjanovic with it. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and it creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Home team.
.109 left to play in the first quarter. Fires for three. Rebounded by Ward.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Over to the wing. Back to Hayes. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter.
Owatara. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the home team. Launches it from deep. Rebounded by Ward. Private. Oh,
that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. For the three. Here's Birch. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Birch. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Leading by just 1. And we'll be back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Pass to Gutteridge. Six to shoot. Latre is with the rebound. There's the screen. Takes it inside, and that one is hammered home.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
Team ball.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Shot clock at 5. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Low. Can't cash in from close range.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Pass to Birch. Here's Gutteridge. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Here's Herrera. Here's the screen. Goes up on the wing. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. Puts up a three. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 5.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Low. Drops in the layup for 2.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play here in the half. No good. That would have tied it. They set the pick. Takes the 3. To the wing on the left. Here's Herrera. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Plenty of space. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Takes a 3. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
From past the arc. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Here's Gutteridge. Still yet to score. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. To the right wing. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Colson. 20 seconds left in the first half of the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
There's the pick. Here's Hummus. That one misses.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Up 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Hello.
Well, I think for the home team, they're trying to close out strong. Don't want to lose any ground.
Yeah, last week of the season, they have a lot to play for. I think they may have to learn something in these next few games.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the visiting team. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Hart.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. There's the 3. Ward, good. Ward's got 8.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
You've got Hayes. Marjanovic is out there with Baldwin. And it's Melly in at the power forward. And that one's good, Biberovic.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Ward, good.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Biberovic. 15 points in the game.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Pulls it up.
Whoa, the solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Out left to the wing. Melly passes to Baldwin. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Hayes. Baldwin's gone 1 for 5 from the field. 20%. Nailed from 3-point land. He's got 12.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Biberovic. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Here's Ward. Covered by Hayes. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Pushing it up. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Pass to Hayes. There's a good screen. Here's Biberovic. From outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Biberovic has got 11 points in the quarter.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Releases. Drives to the hoop. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Yep, that one goes in there. Biberovic has got 25 points in the game.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
No problem knocking that one down. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Biberovic. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Here's Melly. They shoot again. And the nice bucket inside for Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his first bucket in this one.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
1:10 left in the third. To the paint. Pass to Biberovic. Hayes with it. Scoreless thus far. Here's Ward. Down low. From downtown. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Melly passes to Baldwin. They set the screen. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Baldwin's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble. Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Here's Hayes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. To the inside.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Got that one up quick.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Right wing. There's a screen. Pass to Gutteridge. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good. Here's Herrera. And the 3-ball is good.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
To the left wing. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Birch's shot's good.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
A 3-pointer, no good. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
They set the pick. Shot on the wing. A shot, no good.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
2nd minute off the clock now in the fourth. That one from long range.
And that's in the gym range, Kev. He can pull up and knock it down from anywhere.
Offensive rebound. Here's Gutteridge. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
To the paint.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. For 3. That shot is off. Herrera passes to Hamas. Over to the wing. Here's Herrera. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Pass to Gutteridge. Shoots it up. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. The shot by Birch, no good. Here's Herrera. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
They set the pick. Inside. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Gutteridge. so they get the victory here at home. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Hayes. Nico Melli is out there with Boban Marjanovic. And it's Peperovic in at the 2. Count that bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Fires the 3. On target from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Peperovic. There's the 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Out to the wing. Takes a 3. Connects from downtown.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Out to the right wing. To the paint. There's the steal. Misses the 3. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
The 3. Melli with a rebound. Here's Marjanovic. All sorts of time. Melli gets the bucket.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling it.
Marjanovic.
Pure from three-point range.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Peperovic. 5 points in the game. 4-3. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Here's Bellinelli. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Bellinelli's got 5.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Hayes for 3. No good there.
Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
Jacks up with 3. To the wing on the left. Bellinelli hits the trifecta. Give him 8 points now.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Baldwin, the pass to Hayes. 1:52 left to play in the first. Here's Peperovic. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
Peperovic has gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Drops in the 3.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. To the inside. Pass to Baldwin. They set the screen. 5 on the clock. And he's going for the oop here. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Fires from deep. Hits the three-pointer. 58 seconds left now in the first quarter. Shot from the wing. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game. In transition, here they come. Sinks it from distance.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Both teams will make substitutions. He's perfect from the line this time. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. They set the pick. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Shot's good by Morgan.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Takes the three. A shot that time not on target. And they're pushing it up. Oh, deflected. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Leading by 10. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Launches it. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Guduric, still without a bucket. There's a screen by Birch. Guduric can't hit. Here's the three. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Lets the three fly. Unable to get that one. Stolen. Knocks down the long J. He's got 6.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. He shoots a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Morgan. Six on the shot clock. Fires the 3, and the three-pointer goes. Morgan's got 6.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Pass to Guduric. They get it again. Here's Birch. Spins. It's deflected. in transition. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
There's a screen. The three is up. Drains the triple.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. On Wednesday, and then on Wednesday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Offensive rebound. From behind the arc. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Guterich. Yet to see a basket. That three's off the mark.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Pass to Morgan. There's the triple. Rebounded by Birch. Morgan's gone 2 of 5 tonight. To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
The simple bounce pass works at any level, including the highest level.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Sinks the tray.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And through 1/2, it hasn't even been close. They lead by 18. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hey, folks.
The defense should get a talk. They've been getting splashed on all game. And I'm just sitting back watching the show.
Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout and highlight some of the top candidates.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league.
Thanks for tuning in. Now
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 15.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Nico Melli is out there with Boban Marjanovic. Then there's Hayes, and it's Baldwin in at the point. And Beverovic gets it to go.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Stripped it away. And they're on the run. Pass to Hayes. To the middle. That's tipped. And here comes the break. And slam dunk by Tucker.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Here's Melli. And he banks in the layup. Melli's got 6.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Marjanovic. Now Hayes. The three is up. He can't get that one to fall. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Over to the wing. The three ball. No good that time. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Baberovic. He's got 14. There's a screen. All alone. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Shot clock at 5. The three. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Three-pointer. And Tucker pulls it down. And here they come. He launches a three. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
1:49 left in the third quarter here. Here's Baldwin. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Baberovic. Shot clock at 3. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. 1:07 left in the third. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Bellinelli. On up the court. Here's Marjanovic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
From the arc.
Out of bounds. Away team ball.
Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Screen by Marjanovic. Here's Hayes on the take and finished off by Hayes.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Baldwin, the pass to Hayes. Down low. Pass to Baldwin. Inside. Here's Melly. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Melly's gotten 4 this quarter.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up 10. And time for a short... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The lead now in single digits.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And that one drops for him. Here's Guduric. Puts up a deep three. From beyond the arc, and then some.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
They set the pick. This one for 3. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Counted from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
The fadeaway. Can't hit that one. And they're running. Over to the left wing. And hits a 3 from the wing.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Fires for 3. The shot no good. Here's Morgan. And the 3 off target.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Pass to Guduric. Let's go with a 3. He can't hit that time. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Drills it from deep.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Deflects the pass. Here's Birch. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Morgan. From outside the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Guduric with the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
For 3. That one doesn't drop. A minute and a half left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Gets the 3 to fall.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
3-pointer. Rebounded by Birch.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
From downtown to the wing on the left. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him. 44 seconds left in the 4th. Nails it from 3.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Here's Morgan. Pulls up on the wing. To the right side. Fires the 3. The shot comes out. they get the victory here at home. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the
Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Pass to Herrera. Just 5 on the clock. Over Bellinelli, and that one's good by Herrera. And the home team has possession. Now Bellinelli lets it go with a 3. Can't hit that one. Here's Ward. Rebound by Shingelia. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Hackett covered by Hayes. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
To the left side wing. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating. Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Here's the screen. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, Bellinelli. Here's Hackett. No good with the triple. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Launches it, and he's good on the 3 ball.
3 points.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Clyburn. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Pass to Hayes. A 3-pointer is right on target. He has 6. 1:51 left to play here in the first. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple. They set the pick. Here's Herrera. 3-pointer. Kept alive. Pass to Hayes. Second chance shot. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter of the game. Clyburn. A 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Ward. Still scoreless.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Jacks up a three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Here's Courtney. Morgan the pass to Courtney. From deep. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Going inside. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he's good on the first of three. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. And we'll get the second quarter underway on... And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Out to the right wing. Takes it off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
From the arc. A shot by Watson, no good. It's stolen. 2 on none, no one back to stop this. Good. Thomas has got his first points in this one.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
First team foul.
Here he goes. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Morgan the pass to Zizic. Pass to Courtney. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Thomas. Launches a 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Zizic. Good. Nice job down low.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. He lobs it up. It's tipped. Drives to the hoop. Boom. He jams it straight down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive, so there's a balance.
Here's Courtney. A 3-ball. That one's not going to go.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Morgan. Still without a basket. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Hummus. A fader. Traps in the tray. Hummus has got 8 points in the quarter. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
They grab their own miss. Here's Courtney. Fires the three. That shot misses.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Watcher on. Those three-pointers off the mark. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Here's Courtney. Drills it from outside. Courtney's got 6.
And a bit of a struggle for him so far in the quarter. Just 1 for 5 from the field.
And yes, it's good.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
To the right side. Fires the three. It's good from long range. He's got 11.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
At the line, substitution on the court.
24 seconds left in the second quarter. And the points coming for them now, Craig and bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Here's Sangelia. To the wing on the left. Hayes with the steal. Shoots the three. That one, no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
When it comes to running the offense, he's been exceptional, making smart play calls and setting.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the home team.
This is some...
And that about wraps.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
The three. The shot missing. Goes up. And that one is stuffed right through.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Connects from three-point range.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Here's Herrera. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Herrera's got 5.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Here's Hackett. Here's Sangelia, and he dunks it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
There's the pick, or the 3. No good on the shot.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise, they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. It's tipped, and he gets it back. With the floater, he takes it up and lays it in. 14 points for him.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's Bellinelli, and he banks in the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Over to the left wing. Out to the right wing for the lead. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ward's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Kleiber not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. And you take a look at this home team. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And you know right now for the visiting team, give them credit. They've stuck to their plan here early on, playing their brand of basketball. They're showing everyone they have the potential to be even better.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. There's the pick. There's the triple. Hands it from downtown.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from it.
Count it. Good.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Launches it. Knocks down the three ball. 13 points in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
That one falls.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Pass to Bellinelli. They set the screen. Drills the three-pointer. Bellinelli's got 5 now. Bellinelli's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Hayes. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's up a 3. Here's Sangelia. Here's Hackett. And the 3 off target.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Buries it from three-point range.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Got a piece of it. No one near him. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 20 points for him.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Courtney's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. Shoots. Wide open shot is on the money.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The visitors with the ball. 4-point game. Down low. The shot misses. To the middle. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Low. Drains the three-pointer.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Put a little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Here's Morgan. Banked in off the glass. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Here's Watera. Offline with his three.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And if they've been saving a sure thing play, now is the time for it.
Here's Courtney. There's the killer two-handed slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Here's Hamas. That three off the mark. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And here is Bellinelli. There's a good screen. Lock at 6. The offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. A nice shot by Hamas.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Hackett. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And the crowd is loving this long-range bomb attack that we're seeing here tonight, coming right back to answer a three with one of their own.
And here comes the break to take the lead. Good on the triple. 20 points for him.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. It takes a special player.
Low. Buries the long-range jumper.
And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the three right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond clutch.
Fiber. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 50 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Yes!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials up. The coach's challenge has been...
Where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Here's Watera. There's the screen. Takes the 3. Can't get the 3 to fall. And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they can...